MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, number 11.
Now a swing and a ground ball. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Troy Tulowitzki checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
Well, you usually don't get the third pitch to tell you what kind of game you're going to have, but right there he missed that pitch, and I'm telling you right now, this could be an offensive game if this is the way the zone's going to be tonight.
1-1, here it comes. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber going back on it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Third baseman,
so striding in, Josh Donaldson, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive. Here's Kendrys Morales. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, right fielder Gregory Polanco.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Bautista coming on. 1 down. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses. 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Matt Adams now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Adams.
Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. Adams rounds third and is digging for the plate, but he'll be in there with a double. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. Couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Second and third, 2 away. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not.
Now meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And he's safe. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Javier Baez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. 2-1 as he misses with a slurve there. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Just a bit low, ball 3. Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Left side. Donaldson's up with it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Justin Smoke. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. Now the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 2-1 home now to Smoke. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, look at Bryant. He's up with it. The throw. Hey now. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High in the air out to center field. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Way out in front. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Addison.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Bautista sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. So stepping in, Jason Hayward will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. So the 2-out success means Gregory Polanco bats this inning.
Now batting. Right
digging in to try it again, Gregory Polanco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on. 3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one.
And we'll have to leave it there as this. Now batting, Devin Travis. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the 320 mark. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. Polanco has a read on it. 1 away. Russell Martin now. The average for him entering play not far north of 200. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward giving chase. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance. Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Matt Adams. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Trying to pick things up.
Third baseman, Chris Ryan.
From the stretch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Anthony
Rizzo is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed in the side. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there to take it, so on just 1 pitch, they're able to get Tulowitzki.
Third baseman, number 20.
Leadoff man gone, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kendrys Morales. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. At the plate, Javier Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slurve. Strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Tulowitzki onto the grass. 1 out. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Morales racing back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Here's Addison Russell. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. In the air out toward right field. Morales has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the
Digging in, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up.
Hayward.
Popped high in the air. Calling for it, Donaldson. And that ends the inning. So digging in now, Justin Smoke. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Justin Smoke.
In there, no balls and a strike.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready now, Jose Bautista comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit in the air out to center field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a line drive. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. Here's Gregory Polanco. A hit in 2 tries so
Leading
far.
up for the Cubs. Right fielder.
There's a swing and a
Gregory
drive hit well out to right
Polanco.
field. Morales going back. Gone to lead off the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Contreras takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And the tag from Martin. They got him at the plate. Here's Matt Adams now. 2 base hits, both single. Dwayne Neal is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. I was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
That misses 1-2.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1-2. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
Lifted the other way to left center. Bautista has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Devin Travis.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Russell Martin.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Russell Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 home to Martin. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Line towards center field, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Ready for another shot
fielder,
now, Kevin Pillar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Morales giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. There to field it is Tulowitzki, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. From the belt. Kicks and deals. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Addison Russell. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that misses, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into the windup and the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Polanco is there to take it, so on just one pitch, they're able to get Tulowitzki.
The batter, number 20.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitter.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber ranging back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
Now batting, right fielder, Kendrys Morales.
Kendrys Morales is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Polanco has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Justin Smoke now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll try and get something started in the home.
Center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Stephen Piscotty is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Stephen Piscotty.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2.
Donaldson with a sliding stop to first. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Right fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Donaldson's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Tulowitzki will make the catch to. Standing in. Jose Bautista. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Jose Bautista.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Jay on the run. Makes the play. 1 away. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The batter.
Settling in now, Devin Travis. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And that misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Polanco is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Here's Matt Adams now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
Matt Adams.
The 1-0 delivery. Now Adams a little too quick on that one as this is pulled foul into the seats down the right side. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2-strike slider on the back foot. That's a classic pitch, but he did a nice job of laying off it.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
You froze him on the fastball there. Chris Bryant goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Hit out towards second. Hernandez comes up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Russell Martin now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The catcher, number 55. Russell
9th inning
Martin.
underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Jay has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, Kevin Pillar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out. Ready once again, Troy Tulowitzki, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Too high. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Back up the middle, and Tulowitzki's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's thrown the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Hard hit at third. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance throughout the game, and he allowed only one run. So to me, there's no doubt he was the story here.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.